Live from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Well.
What it do, baby?
Back in the saddle again. It is In the Building. Welcome in here to it. It is Taylor and Rudy, and yeah, appreciate y'all. Jump your asses up in here and join our show. It is In the Building. It is the most popular. It is the best sports-based podcast, certainly in this region, if not beyond. So welcome back in here and welcome back into the room with Rudy.
I love how the chat have I been gone for 3 weeks?
No.
Well, it's Rudy J. I missed a day. Good Lord. Are we not allowed a day?
Are we not allowed to get the squirts on occasion?
We're not allowed a day, Greg? Good Lord. Hey, if you're going to talk shit, donate, Greg. You especially. You got to do one. I need to see $1.99, Greg, if you're going to talk shit to me before 10:03.
$1.99 at least?
You got to do something. If you're going to talk shit to me before 10:03, you got to donate money.
All right. Well, welcome back. And the bad news was you were out yesterday, and I had to come in here with him alone. The good news is the good news is the Cowboys decided to make a big trade.
What did he say yesterday? Did he say anything?
Did
he say anything to make you want to choke him yesterday? Because when I'm the couple times, and you know why I was by myself, I wanted to strangle him a couple times with his basketball takes.
Sure.
But he knows his shit, so he's allowed to be wrong because he knows his shit. Well, but sometimes he's wrong.
We're going to see how much shit he knows today because we're going to put him to the test.
Okay.
Because we're going to while you were out yesterday, I let him do a segment.
What are we calling it?
Bouquet's Bets.
How often are we doing this?
I don't know.
Let's do a production meeting
yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Well, we're going to check on his bets and see if he's worthy of a segment.
Bouquet's Bets. I like it. It has a ring to it.
I almost called it Bookie Bets because it rhymes with
Bouquet and bet rhymes.
Yeah, so Bouquet's Bets.
Or Bookie's Dookie.
Bookie's Dookie.
Wow, it could be Bookie's Dookie.
Well, if it's bad, it's Bookie's Dookie.
His picks were Dookie. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. That's in here. Is Mike wearing Nina's tights? Maybe.
You see what I'm saying?
I am.
First of all, he's a grown effing man. He wears pants that fit. They're not tight.
These hipsters.
He wears pants that fit.
These are $80 sweatpants here.
Oh, those Lululemon?
No, they're Under Armour.
Oh, yeah, Under Armour. You know why Under Armour shit's so expensive? Because it lasts forever. I had one pair, and I'm mad I lost them. I had one pair of Under Armour drawers, and they were messing up the market because they don't, most drawers, if you eventually turn into a dress, they get holes in them and they're just a skirt.
Yeah.
And we keep them.
Right.
But Under Armour drawers are fantastic. Shout out to Under Armour.
No, so I've never understood why kids wear sweatpants all the time now. It just points to how lazy we've gotten as a fucking society, where we literally have a United States senator that shows up to the House of Congress every day in fucking shorts and a hoodie. John Fetterman from Pennsylvania.
He does?
He wears a hoodie and shorts and chanclas to work. Yeah.
But didn't we get mad at the Ukraine president? But he was in the Oval Office.
And he's in the war.
Yeah, I mean, I understood why he did. He made a pledge to not wear a suit until they finish this. But I'm just saying, I remember.
You can't war in like a tux. You have to war in like casual wear.
Yeah, but I didn't know about this senator.
Yeah, John Fetterman. Look him up. Pull a picture of that fucking asshole up there. He's crazy, and the state of Pennsylvania elects his ass, and he wears a hoodie and shorts every day to work. I've said it. In 20 years, when you and I are old men and we have some millennial as the president, we're going to have a fucking president doing press conferences in Crocs and sweatpants. And so I did a bit, and I decided, fuck it, I'm going to go see why these sweatpants are so great, because we wore sweatpants as kids to play in.
Right.
You didn't wear them to school.
Yeah, you come home,
and they
take
weren't
off your
$80.
jeans.
They got them at Kmart for $1.99 for a 3-pack.
Yeah.
And they were cheap. And so I went and got these, and honestly, they fit great.
They do.
And they're comfortable. I hope so for $80. But I would not wear these, like to have dinner with a higher ranking person.
To give Steph Castle his Rookie of the Year?
No, I would not show up like this to give Steph Castle the Rookie of the Year. All right, flash that. There's John Fetterman. literally giving a speech before a
Damn.
Senate Judiciary Committee in shorts and a hoodie. But that's what he wears every day.
But isn't that the mentality of that state?
It shouldn't be.
I mean, that state is a blue collar,
Pennsylvania, but it shouldn't be.
steel mill.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, you're right.
No, he looks
Pennsylvania
ridiculous.
It's a blue collar.
He looks
state.
ridiculous.
He looks ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
fucking dumb for a United States senator to be wearing
It
that.
is,
It's dumb.
He's a
especially
big
yeah.
fucking guy, too.
You know,
Good
oh, he's
Lord.
huge, and
Yeah.
he's had. And by the way, he's got a lot of balls. He fights like hell for his causes. He actually had to take a leave of absence because he had mental issues because he was battling massive anxiety. So he's got a lot of baggage for sure, but he's got a lot of balls, and that's
Okay.
why they elected him. But he's nuts.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of bad shit actually said about him lately because apparently he's been acting weird with his staff and like getting like more angry than usual. He's just got mental problems.
Gotcha.
But he's got big old balls.
Yeah.
You know? And he's one of the few Democrats that have big old balls. There's like 3 maybe left anymore of that fucking party. And he's one of them. And so they put up with it because he's got balls, even
Gotcha.
though he's kind of nuts. And so anyway, we're gonna
Oh,
get
he
to
had a
point
stroke
where-
in 2020.
Yeah, he had a stroke too. He's had all kinds of issues. I drop off my Nina's son. I call him my stepson. Might as well. I mean, hell, I drop off my stepson to school a lot, and he often wears checkerboard pajamas with fucking Crocs with a hoodie.
Mike.
No matter what time it could be hot too. By the way, we're wearing this is the stuff they wear in
No,
May.
they don't wear hoodies until
blazing
it's
hot.
They don't wear hoodies until it's 95 degrees. But you know the saying though, right, Mike?
Mm.
If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Tell
sure.
him.
See, look,
Yeah. And
Tell 'em,
meanwhile, in this country is generating a generation full of poo nannies, young men. Half of them are poo nannies. They're androgynous. They have lost their manhood. A lot
Let me
of
take
them.
a sip. Anytime Mike says a word I don't know the meaning of, I take a sip.
They have a.
I don't know what androgynous is.
Sorry, they have a depletion in testosterone. Androgynous means they have feminist characteristics too, male and female characteristics. You know.
Fair.
And I fear for the young man in this world. He's given up a lot. A lot of young men have given up, you know, and I just hate to see it.
Okay.
I feel like we're losing
You
toughness as a man.
You all right?
No, I'm going to bring this back up when we talk NBA playoffs. I'm going to bring this back up.
Okay.
All right, it is in the building. It is program number 322 from the Texas Cheer Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. The audio disseminator is the croc-wearing, sweatpant-wearing Jose Bouquet.
The one day I'm not wearing Crocs either today, huh? Fuck.
Not wearing Crocs today. Nice sneakers. I can look, and these kids now, they're all a bunch of sneakerheads too. I love the sneaker thing. I wouldn't spend
If you're making money.
$600 on those sneakers.
You're making money.
You know, and I told you I went to SneakerCon last month in Houston, and I was super impressed by a bunch of these young dudes in their 20s pimping shoes. Young future CEOs and entrepreneurs. So not all young men are in the crapper, but many are, and it's got me concerned for the future. And I have daughters. You know,
They'll grow
I
up.
fear for
They'll grow up.
the talent pool of men is not exactly amazing.
They'll grow up.
I hope so. I really do. We got money rolling in. I haven't even asked for money yet.
I
already.
did.
Oh,
From
you-
Greg.
What's the, he gave you $4.99. R.I.P. to Mike's legs with those skinny pants. These are sweatpants, playa.
Skinny pants, they say affects testosterone as well, but those are
Oh
loose.
no, they fit loose in the front.
Yeah,
These
that's
are
fine.
great. Greg, these fit awesome. And any of you baby boomer generic Walmart blue jean wearing motherfuckers, I challenge you to go get a nice pair of these sweats. They fit great. They really do. I wouldn't wear this to dinner with President Trump. I wouldn't wear this to, accept an award, much less give a speech to a Senate Judiciary Committee. But sitting here with Rudy and Bouquet, fuck yeah, I'm going to wear sweatpants because it's comfortable. So kiss my ass, and thanks for the money, Greg. Aaron Canooper's in the building, $4.99. Love the Bull Durham jerk. We're going to talk about my clothes today, I guess.
Yes.
Love the Bull Durham jerk. On MT, Rudy is doing his best. Yeah, you're dressed like John Fetterman today.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, but he's also he's not giving a speech before Congress.
If y'all
either.
know me, I would never show up to Congress looking like this.
No, he wouldn't. Hell no, he would. Welcome back.
What up?
Good to have you back.
Glad
and
to
we
be
had
back.
a big trade yesterday. So
As soon as I woke up, it was like 6:30 in the morning. I saw Schefter.
Came down overnight
about
early.
6:30,
So
somewhere
I
around
wanted
there.
You
to
guys
get,
know how
I
old
wanted
people
to
work.
get your takes here in the George Pickens to Dallas trade because a lot has been said about it. I think. Well, go ahead. I'll let you go, and then we'll get into what
On the
everybody
field,
was
I love
saying.
it. On the field, I love it.
All
I
right?
love it. If he stretches the field, he's going to help the tight end. He's going to help the running back out of the backfield. He's going to help CeeDee Lamb off the field, in the locker room, in game when he does his dumb shit. Because you got to remember, it takes a lot for Mike Tomlin to give up on you for non-football reasons. Now, regardless, I know his people and his camp will tell you, well, no, it wasn't really that. I'm misunderstood. Look, this has been the deal with receivers for, 50 years. This is who they are. They're troublemakers. Neighbors is next. The all-world receiver from the Giants. He's got a mouth on him. He's next. But on the field, I love it. Off the field or in-game shit, there's no culture. I hate to say that word. I'm tired of it. But there's no culture. There's nothing there established for anybody there to check his bullshit should it arise. Now, this next year is going to be great. It's going to be fantastic because he's coming into the last year of his deal. And there's one thing about NFL players, if nothing else, when they're in a contract year, they're first in the locker room, they're last to leave, their teammates, yes, sir, no, sir, whatever you need, I'll pass block, I'll run my route no matter what. He's going to be fantastic. Now, going forward, I don't know, but next year is going to be great. But should we see some of the weirdo shit he was doing rear its ugly head in Dallas, there's nobody there that he has to respect. There's no true. Yes, 5 guys get the C on their jersey, but if I'm Pickens, I'm like, dude, y'all suck. None of y'all are real leaders. Who are you to tell me anything? I'm not walking into Tom Brady's Patriots. I'm not walking into Jalen Hurts' Eagles. I'm not walking into Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs. I'm walking into the most dysfunctional one of the bottom 3 dysfunctional organizations in the entire league. But this next year is going to be great. If Dak is healthy, they're going to have one of the best offenses in the league. And I feel like Jaden Blue is going to contribute to that as well. So this next year, I think it's going to be great. But if he acts like a weirdo for some strange reason in the contract year, there's no one there that can check him. That's my take. So I think it's great. I give them the A's keep rolling. They got all A's right now.
Yeah. Oh, they're damn sure more talented right now than
More
they were 2
talented,
days
for sure.
ago.
He can play.
By far, for sure.
No one ever said he can't play.
Absolutely. And let me say this about the culture, and I hate that word too. If a 24-year-old kid can come into your room and fuck up your culture, then you had shitty culture to begin with. The Cowboys have 50-some-odd alpha dog NFL pro football players. Now, we love to bag on Dak Prescott, but I said this to you yesterday. Dak is the best quarterback that this kid's ever played with. Because Pittsburgh ain't got nobody up there.
That he's ever played with, yes.
Yeah. Dak's
Yes.
also a strong leader in that room. Whatever y'all think about Dak Prescott on the field, and we know what we all think about him.
They love him.
They love Dak in that room. It's his team. And you got CeeDee Lamb over there. You ain't gonna walk in here and act like a big rooster when CeeDee Lamb's here.
And it's not Aaron Rodgers, meaning Dak's going to invite you to the Dak yard and get some work with you. He's not going to be like Aaron Rodgers, I got to go on my hiatus.
Yeah.
I know I'm coming to the Jets where I haven't worked with any of you, but I'm not coming to any offseason workouts. You figure it out on your own and then wonder why you suck.
Right.
He don't have to worry about that with Dak.
Right.
He'll be invited to the Dak yard and they'll get their work in. So I think it's going to be great this year.
I do too. And in a weird way, Rudy's like he's a terrible fit in a Mike Tomlin locker room, right?
Yeah, Mike don't give up on guys for.
I know, so that's scary.
It's a lot. Look how much he put. I mean, Antonio Brown was all world, but look how much he put up with before they finally said, "Okay, enough's enough."
Right, and they'll never put up with that again. Antonio Brown was better than this kid here, George Pickens.
Yes.
But the Steelers don't have time for bullshit when it comes to wide receivers and running backs. They just don't care.
Najee, bye.
Yeah, bye.
You want to be a weirdo? You want to talk shit?
Sure.
Get your effing shine
Was
box.
it Le'Veon Bell? Bye.
Oh yeah, Le'Veon Bell
See ya.
too. Yep, you're right.
Yeah. Dude. Plaxico Burress, fuck off as soon as you became a problem.
Damn.
Bye.
There's a lot
Santonio Holmes.
A lot of
Bye.
examples.
As soon as they act crazy, he gets rid of them. That's fine. Here's the thing: as weird as he was a fit in Pittsburgh, hell, it may work out great in Dallas because he can be himself. The Cowboys don't give a shit if you act crazy, as long as you don't like getting fights with folks and grab Dak by the face mask and shit like that. And Dallas is a fun town. They want you to build your brand. They want you to be on TV. They want you to do podcasts. They want you to be on commercials. They don't give a shit what you tweet.
Amen.
Speaking of tweets, you see what Jordan Lewis tweeted yesterday?
God wanted me in Jacksonville because of that
It's
face
confirmed.
mask.
God wanted me in Jacksonville. And Jordan Lewis is a guy who's criticized the Cowboys culture since he left.
Dalton Schultz.
Dude, all I know is it's going to be entertaining, and
Yeah.
I've lowered my Cowboys expectations.
So you can't get disappointed.
I won't get disappointed. 10 wins is great, and just entertain me along the way. That's all I care about. Entertain me. That's what I want. Paletta Man's in the building with a $10 donation. Good morning, fellas. Please shout out to my mom, Eve Marie, who passed away on May the 1st. We'd listened to In the Building while at the hospital, or as she called it, Mark, Taylor, and Reggie. See y'all at the barbecue and buy some paletas.
Damn.
We had our last barbecue committee meeting last night, and AJ was there. And you did not have to go to that meeting, AJ, but he was there anyway, repping and getting ready for the barbecue. Yeah, I meant to talk to him last night, but I couldn't get him cornered, and I had a bunch of people there in the room. So thank you, man. Thanks for the $10.
And condolences to your moms,
Absolutely.
man, and your family.
No question. All right, it is in the building. Like and comment all you want on either side of the chat box. We've got. I want to get the chat rolling with this. Where's my Pub Sports guys? We're on Pub Sports TV. We're on Anthem TV. We're on Love You Hard TV. So get in here with the chat and let us know what you think about things, whether you love us or not. We don't care. Buy us a coffee. Subscribe for free to our channel, Love You Hard TV, and our partners at Anthem TV and Pub Sports Radio. You can listen to us as part of the Believe channel. We're on Spotify and Apple, iHeart, all that shit. And you can become an exclusive member of our show for just $4.99 a month. You get exclusive access to giveaways, swag, and, of course, all of our members-only exclusive shows that we do. They're just for members. All right, speaking of donations, yesterday while you were out, how many guys did we get lined up for today's horse race?
8, I believe. We fell, we fell just short. We got 7.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be a nice guy and put Greg in there because I apparently forgot him last time.
All right. Well, he's surly enough. We don't want to piss him off.
Exactly.
All right. I have 2 pair of VIP barbecue tickets to give away. The barbecue will come down Saturday, May 17th. If you're unaware, I do a barbecue every single year for the Salvation Army's after-school program over by Woodlawn Lake. And it's coming down on the 17th. It's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. I'm going to go out there on that Friday before the barbecue because all of our teams show.
Because all the guys start showing up, and some of them even stay overnight.
Most of them do. They camp
brisket,
out. So I'm going to go out there and have fun with them. Rudy's going to come to the barbecue, this year.
Saturday,
excellent. Yeah. Okay, very good. And Bouquet's going to come out, and we're probably going to go live a few times.
Let's do it
from the barbecue.
By the way, Rudy, I'm selling tickets, and Mike was shocked to hear it.
Yeah, Bookie's out pumping tickets. He's selling tickets to his family members and stuff.
He was like, "What the hell?"
See, I'm telling you, man, these kids gonna be all right.
Well, you take the bad with the good and try to give constructive criticism along the way. And the key is, the ones that can handle the constructive criticism and handle it the right way are the ones that will be a success. And I don't pretend that my generation's got its shit figured out either. By no means. We're just bagging on yours today. All right, so we're giving out 2 pair of VIP tickets to the barbecue.
Unwashed.
Got 8 horses up here. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
I made the same joke last.
Oh, that's an old joke.
These are nice and clean. These have not been washed in my pants. All right. So the first 2 dudes here. Or I guess
first and second place.
Women, first and second right now, about to win these tickets. I will hand deliver these to you, or I can send them to you in the mail. If you win, make sure you message me today so we can get these things sent to you. All right. Here's the resident horse play-by-play.
Can I interrupt you? Can I do this?
Now
can I give the call today, Rudy?
Yes. I'd rather you do it.
I think we need some energy in these calls.
I'm down.
Are you going to have energy? Because normally you talk really softly.
Mike
No.
Taylor.
All right,
When
from-
it comes to horse racing, I don't fuck around, Mike.
Okay,
When
we're
it
about
comes
to
to
find
horse
out.
racing,
Well,
I don't fuck around, Mike. And
Okay.
here we go.
Oh
We
my
have a
God.
beautiful race here down in Southtown,
What is
Delta
happening?
Downs. Nuck Fico,
Whoa.
a.k.a. Fuck Nico, is in the lead right now. But we know how these races go, gentlemen. It is all about late pace. Who is going to come out on top here? We have 37 seconds for glory. Does Brian Whitener
rolling.
want glory?
He's gonna
Does
hurt
Ellis
something.
Rideout want glory? Does
Hernia.
Matt Bernard want glory? We will find out. Is Greg going to take his charity
Matt
case ass
Bernard
to the
sucks.
top right now? Let's find out. We have 20 seconds in this beautiful horse race. I am sweating, and I'm still going to yell and call this race. James Aguirre, whatever
sir.
his name is today, he's in the lead right now. We have nose to nose. Here comes Matt Bernard
Oh
from
my
nowhere.
God.
Matty Bernard out of nowhere, and he jacks himself off into the lead. I'm sweating.
Okay, couple of things here.
What's up, Pub Sports? Justin, Big Show, Wine Time. What up, fellas?
The key to winning these horse races is to be in the back all the way to the end until the very beginning, to the last. That pisses me off.
I
These
know.
poor horses out there running their asses off, and these fools just back there trotting, and then just.
You got to pace. It's a pace race.
Slate pace.
So Matt Bernard
Who I said his horse sucked.
just won that race. Matt, you need to get a hold of me. I got a pair of VIP tickets for you to give you.
And who got second?
Yeah,
Great
who was it?
question.
Who was it?
Great question. Second place, Aaron Canoop. Sorry,
Oh,
man.
Aaron
I was worried
deserves
about
it.
first place.
Aaron deserves it. Aaron gives us
Bernard.
money all the time. So, Aaron, I'm happy Aaron won.
Canooper.
Matt,
All right,
Matt's
cool.
a sarcastic ass wipe sometimes, but I'm happy he
VIP
won.
tickets. Y'all reach out to me right now as soon as you can so we can get these damn tickets sent to you. Good Lord.
What's in Bookie's coffee this morning? I need that, says
Jeez.
Marcus Calhoun.
I just think the horse race needs some energy, you know? I'm going to pass out here in a second, but it's all right.
Good Lord.
Dude,
Bouquet.
that was good, though.
Jeez, you're going to hurt yourself. And I know you don't wipe good. You're going to get a skid mark all over your underwear jumping up and down like that in the chair. Be careful. All right. That was fun. Now let's get violent. It
Get
is
violent.
in
Oh,
the
no.
building on Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
I are eventually going to develop chemistry.
It was fine.
Rudy, you were absent yesterday, so we'll let you go first today if you choose to do so.
I'm going to punch. Sorry, Bookie.
Oh, no.
You cannot. Well, let me give this fun fact first. Since 2019, no defending champ in the NBA has gotten past the second round. Since 2019, no defending champ has gotten past the second round. And the gosh darn Celtics are doing their best to keep that streak alive. Up 20 twice, up 10 with 5 minutes to go. Only to lose to the New York Knicks, as Stephen A calls them, again and go down 0-2. Now, again, I wouldn't be shocked if they come back and win this series 4-2. But you can't let that happen. Can't let that happen, Tatum. Everybody was mad at Steve Kerr this summer. Why isn't he playing Jason Tatum? F Steve Kerr. Well, Steve Kerr looks like a genius right now because Jason Tatum is playing like dog shit. So punch the Celtics, man. I got y'all picked to go to the finals. The Clippers already tore my heart out. Now the Celtics are trying their best to do the same. So punch the Celtics and their kind of laid back attitude about it. So punch those assholes.
That's shocking that they got beat last night.
I was not pleased, yeah. I'm not worried, but I was not happy.
Knicks first, yeah, Slaughter says Knicks versus Pacers would have a throwback rivalry series.
What?
Reggie and Halliburton. Overrate that.
Paul Pierce was so confident in his Celtics yesterday.
Is he going to do that? Is he going to pay off that bet?
He better.
But he
Who's
said
that?
barefoot.
He's going. He lives 15 miles from the studio where he does his show. And I love Paul Pierce. I love those Celtics. These Celtics today, not so much. Said he's going to walk in a robe barefoot all 15 miles to the studio. He has to.
I wouldn't do barefoot.
Keyshawn warned him, Paul, calm down. You're going to regret this.
I would hold him to the road, but I would allow shoes.
Yeah, I mean.
I ain't going to hold
he
him to the
said
barefoot part.
though.
Yo, but do you know how long it takes to walk 15 miles?
That would not
Paul
be
smokes a
football.
lot of weed and drinks a lot of brown liquor.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's why he got fired from E ESPN.
he got fired on purpose. He wanted to go the pod route and didn't know how to get out of it.
And he just,
Trust me.
had a great night with some women and posted it live.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to him.
Paul, he was a legit gangster back in the day.
Yeah,
Got stabbed by Benzino's crew
Yeah.
15 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Paul
fuck.
pierced.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
He said fuck it and started playing.
Yeah, he was so used to throwing up his gang symbol that like the league's like, dude, we're gonna have to kick you out of the league if you don't stop doing it. Because he wasn't. It was this right here. He would do this business.
He's a Cali kid.
Yeah, whatever this meant, he would do this. Then all of a sudden, every kid in the league, every kid in America starts making threes and doing this. Dude.
They do this. James Harden would be like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson was in the same gang that Paul Pierce was in L.A. And Deshaun Jackson would do it too, the Eagles wide receiver. Yeah. The league's like, yeah, we want you guys to express yourself. But we can't scare the white folks with your gang symbols.
all right.
All right.
Who you punching?
I'm punching Ron Slavin.
Who?
Ron Slavin is the agent for Quinn Ewers, who came out yesterday and bitched and threw the Cowboys under the bus and called Jerry Jones a chicken shit for not drafting Quinn Ewers.
Really?
And he trades for Joe Melton as Dak's backup rather than draft Quinn Ewers. And it wasn't just the Cowboys. It was a handful of other teams because Slavin was saying that like 4 or 5 or 6 teams told Quinn, no doubt, we're not going to let you get out of the 4th round. And he winds up going all the way to the 7th and winds up being the last quarterback picked. And Slavin called the Cowboys chicken shits. They're too chicken shit to have Quinn as Dak's backup because Quinn's very famous. Everyone knows who Quinn is, and the Cowboys couldn't handle having a famous backup and they didn't want that smoke of that quarterback controversy. Quinn Ewers ain't going to compete with no Dak Prescott. Quinn Ewers ain't going to compete with anybody. Quinn Ewers ain't competing with Joe fucking Melton because Quinn Ewers is an overrated ass UT Longhorn. And when you have success at Texas, you tend to get overrated. And I like Texas football. I love Steve Sarkisian.
Is he
Quinn
better than
Ewers.
Sam Ellinger? Sam Ellinger's still in the league.
He's more talented than Sam, but I
100%,
don't think he's got dog in him.
Is he better than Colt McCoy? He's
He's
got
more
a
talented, but no.
10-year career in the NFL.
We're learning that when you get to this level, the National Football League, being more talented does not always mean you're better.
Fair.
Quinn Ewers does not have what it takes to start. So, have someone who's
I
a
think
dog.
Ryan Leaf had more talent
Sure.
than Peyton.
No question.
But
Which is why he went first.
But
yeah. Quinn Ewers is a stiff and he will be out of football in 5 years. He will not be very good. Miami took a flyer on him just in case they strike gold. I don't think Quinn's a winner. I just don't think he's a winner.
I agree with you. I do think he plays at least once this year, though.
Okay.
Tua made of glass.
Well, is he going to be the backup to Tua?
I mean,
He
him
may
or
not
Skylar
even win the
fucking
backup
Thompson.
role.
him or who?
Skylar Thompson, right? Is he still there?
Oh, I have to look up their depth chart.
I would rather have Skylar Thompson as my backup than Quinn Ewers sucks. He just does. There's my punch. All right, it's Orlando Kill, the official family lawyer in the building at Kill. Our attorneys and their staff focus on exclusive family law, and they advocate for things that matter you, your family, and your future. When you're in a family law situation, a divorce perhaps, your future's at stake, your financial future, especially you guys that have kids. Now you're going to become a part-time daddy. Your money's going to be sucked out from underneath you. It does not have to ruin your life, however, and that's where Orlando comes in. Call Kel, 210-775-4995. You can email him directly, orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. I will give you his cell phone number. If you do need him, reach out to me, and I've been given permission. He doesn't want us to post it on this is his office number, the one we give. He don't want to post his cell phone number for obvious reasons. But if you're sincere and you reach out to me, I can be a conduit, and I will hook you up with his personal cell.
Yeah.
Orlando Kill, that's our family man.
Zach Wilson's the backup, according to Jay Glenn.
In
So-
Yeah, I
Miami?
just looked it up. Yeah, that's disgusting.
You know, Zach Wilson kind of reminds me of Quinn Ewers a little bit.
Zach Wilson is my reason why. Zach Wilson's BYU, right?
Yeah,
Second overall.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, had a good combine.
Yeah, he
Those
just
are the
threw
those are the
ball
type of guys. When I see Mitch Trubisky and Zach Wilson, that's when I scratch my head at Shedeur Sanders. I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, I indeed would rather have Shedeur Sanders in the 4th round over Zach Wilson in the 1st or 2nd overall. But I am a proud owner of not 1 but 2 Zach Wilson jerseys. So
Damn, I thought that was Garrett Wilson.
no, that's Zach. Yeah, that's not 1 but 2.
Yeah, I can't say anything. If you decided to go out and buy a Zach Wilson jersey, you deserve what you get.
Again, but Rudy, not 1, 2.
Yeah, you deserve what you get,
And
sir.
they shouldn't even make Quinn Ewers jerseys because
They
he
won't.
sucks.
Those will only be sold in Austin.
All right, and I hate to say that he's got talent. He's not going to walk onto a National Football League field and take a team over. He ain't got that.
Well,
You don't have that.
Sark has prepared him for the pros. Now, whether he has the it, because that's the only reason why Arch is here. And when I say here, I mean in Texas, is because he could be in Georgia winning natties, but he came here to get prepared by Sark. I mean, obviously he has the pedigree. He has his, grandfather, his dad, his uncles, or whatever. But he came to UT because he felt Sark was best for his development. So Quinn does have that going for him. Now, again, you still need that it. And I don't know if he has it.
He ain't got it.
Yeah.
He ain't got it. All right. So yesterday while you were out, we did a segment called Bouquet's Bets.
Oh boy.
I love this. Has to stick. I don't know how many times a week we do this, but this needs to stick.
Well, wait till I give you the results of the bets.
Well, he's supposed to miss. That's betting.
He missed 3 out of 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 1 of 3 down 2 units or $200. Not ideal. I missed all my baseball bets and hit the basket.
So he had 3 baseball bets and he had 1 hockey bet. And ironically, he's Mr. Baseball. All 3 of his baseball bets failed.
And got crushed.
But
Not
again,
even close.
But in his defense, kind of, what whack job bets on fucking baseball?
Me, and I'll keep fucking doing
Which
it.
is crazy.
It's hard.
That is insane.
But I've heard from the gambling community, it's and correct me if I'm wrong, Bookie, the easiest? No?
No, it's the biggest
No?
crapshoot.
I
right?
think it's just a daily grind. The numbers and all that weigh you down. But I've
Okay.
got one for you today, Mike.
You can. Rube's in here pissed off. Bouquet screwed me with the Nationals.
Rube, I got you today. I've got one for you guys
Hey.
today.
Y'all don't. Hey,
This is on y'all if y'all decide to roll
that's
with
what
it.
I'm saying. All right, so he picked the Nationals and they got beat 8-6. He
That
gave
hurt
me. He picked the Rays. They got their ass shut out 7-0.
That hurt me too.
And then he picked the Orioles and they got their ass thumped 5-2.
Yeah, it was
The only thing he did get right was my Dallas Stars, who did win again last night.
and I told
and
you.
won Game 1 of the second round series against the Losapeg Jets.
Yep.
3-2 the final. Dallas
see what
goes
you
up
did
1-0. Mika Rantanen.
So he
with
went 1
another
of
hat
4 in the debut.
1 for 4.
Yeah, minus $200, but I've got one for you today.
Wait, time out. No, who said we're doing this every day?
I've got you here. I've got a winner for you,
You
Mike.
got 1.
One.
All right, this has to hit if we're going to do this. segment.
Done. No problem.
No, they don't have to hit Mike. If they decide to roll with Bookie, that's on them. Betting is a gamble.
Yeah, but we can't. I gotta.
But this is for my livelihood, Rudy. I'm going to hit this for the sake of this segment continuing.
He
Okay.
sat here and spent 5 minutes telling me why 95-year-old Charlie Morton was going to kick ass yesterday.
He
Really?
did.
They lost.
Yeah, not because of him.
They lost. Boy, give me your surefire Bouquet bet today. This entire segment's future is at
Yeah,
stake
right
now.
here, right now.
We're not.
Done.
If you don't get this right, we're never doing this
Done.
again. What do you got?
The Arizona Diamondbacks today play the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I'm
What?
fading those Dodgers. Fade Yamamoto, my guy Brandon
Wasn't that a
Pfaadt, and
layup?
the Arizona
Wait.
Diamondbacks.
So you're picking. I don't have no idea what you just told me. Are you picking the Diamondbacks or the Dodgers?
I'm picking the Diamondbacks
Oh, my
money line. They're the underdogs, plus 132. Bet 100 to win $132.
Okay, no, explain that to me. So if the Diamondbacks lose, you can still win if it's within certain runs, or
no,
what's
this
it?
is straight up
win.
winner.
Dude.
Now, Kong's clip says Edmonton's the best bet on the board tonight.
I can understand why you think that, Kongs, because they're going to win that series and they're going to beat their ass too. I agree with you there.
So you just put the future
Of
you
your
realize
segment.
I'm going
Sure.
to give you a chance to do this over. You're going to pick the Diamondbacks over the Dodgers.
Yep.
with the future of this segment
Done.
in the crosshairs.
Of course.
Okay, we'll come back and we'll see this tomorrow. But you failed hard.
Okay. Let's
Very
find out.
hard.
Let's find out.
God dang,
I loved
man.
it.
Jeez. All right, what else today? It's GC Roofing and it's Lone Star Nano Services. How's it going? You got them over there at your house right now?
Yeah, Nano is there. They were there. They said they'd be there at 9. They were there at 8:55 because if you're on
Okay.
time, you're late.
All right.
So Nano's there. They're hooking up my driveway and my front porch and parts of my sidewalk.
My man. Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to park on my driveway for a couple of days because they do, especially for a driveway like mine. My house was built in 03. I moved in 05. I moved in 05, so it's pushing 20 years.
Yeah.
I've only pressure washed it a few times in 20 years. So it has some stuff that probably isn't. It's like a carpet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Certain carpet stains just ain't gonna come up after
Yeah.
time. But
That will.
even the video they've already sent me,
Mm-hmm.
it already looking way better
Wow.
than it did, and they'll finish it up Saturday. They're gonna let do a couple different treatments to it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll put together a nice little TikTok video for you after Saturday after they're gone.
Kick
But
ass.
Nano, they don't do just treating roofs. They also treat your driveways and things like that. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's Lone Star Nano Services. They're doing Rudy's house as we speak. We're not only pitchmen, we're clients. He's getting his concrete driveway done. They're going to take a look at his asphalt roof. And if they decide that Rudy needs to be treated, the roof, then they'll spray that miracle juice they've got and extend the life of that roof by 10 to 15 years. They may go up there and think your roof sucks. It needs
And
to
then
be
what happens?
torn off. Then you're going to have to get you're going to get GC to do it. It's a partnership. GC Services Roofing and Construction / Lone Star Nano Services. GC and Lone Star serve the greater San Antonio, Corpus Christi, all of South Texas area. They do commercial properties too, not just personal homes. 15 years GC's been doing roofs. They just got into partnership with Lone Star Nano Services. They provide the roof rejuvenation, concrete, asphalt, wood. It's called nanotechnology. And you don't have to worry about the Texas heat or the Texas hail or the Texas crazy-ass weather. But if you do wind up needing a roof, that's where GC Services comes in. And GC Services will pay up to $1,000 toward your deductible if you do business with them and you are a subscriber to our show and you mention us. It is in the building, and GC Services Roofing, Lone Star Nano Services. All right. Make sure that the two guys that won, Aaron and Matt, reach out to me about these tickets.
That both of those guys deserve them. Loyal listeners. Shout out to Matt. and
Good
Aaron.
dudes. And I want to make sure y'all get y'all's tickets. We need to sell plates too, by the way. These are VIP, all access. But we also, this thing turns into a walk-up plate sale too.
Yeah,
right?
because San Antonio sees barbecue, they go buy it.
Right. And so a lot of times we just have people that are in the neighborhood over here by Woodlawn Lake. They're like, what are y'all doing? Oh, we're giving away barbecue. How much? $10? No problem. We have a lot of walk-ups. I need to sell plates too. So we've got our sponsorships are good. Our VIP tickets are going pretty good. I got another pop-up I want to do at Slackers probably this weekend
Okay.
to sell these VIP tickets. But the $10 plates too are for sale. All right. Just $10. Now that doesn't get you VIP access, but it does get you a plate. You come and go. You know, a lot of people will do that. I've had people, this is a very cool story. I've had people that show up and buy like 50 plates, put them in the back of their truck and drive off, and they go feed them to homeless people.
I love it.
And then the money they spend on the plates goes straight to the Salvation Army. What a great way to get your heart right with the Jesus. So I got plates. They're only $10. And we talking about quality-ass barbecue plates for $10.
Matt wants you to meet him at the Brahmas game because you're a season ticket holder.
Yeah, and ain't nobody.
You tear that shit up, Mike. Mike will tear it up.
Whack right in half.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to those games.
Damn.
Nobody,
Y'all are both going to slam the Brahmas?
nobody with a life is going to those games.
Yeah, I'd rather
Jeez.
die than go to those games. No shot.
God dang.
You have
Come
to sit
on,
in traffic for all that bullshit. Then you have to probably pay for parking.
man. No,
Kidding me?
no, thank you.
Jose's an asshole.
That stadium's a dump as it is. If I'm going to go there, I'm going to watch UTSA.
Final four.
Period.
Yeah.
Well, that's different because it's basketball. But if I'm going to watch football in that fucking dump, I ain't going there to watch the Brahmas. It's insane.
And I need UTSA to schedule some better teams.
Ugh.
I'm getting tired of going to see
well,
Memphis.
they're in they're in the conference that they're in, Jose.
I need some out of conference.
That whole thing. Hey, fuck off. Do I regret taking the job? Maybe, kind of.
Should I have gone to Lubbock?
Probably should have taken the Tulane job. Jeff, I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
All right. You always like to talk about, you've said this a few times, that the NBA is better or more entertaining when it's got villains in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a villain or two.
The main villain,
And you got to be good.
yeah, Luka's gone. He's at home.
You don't think he's...
Well, he became the
Gonna
lovable.
continue?
He's again. He'll be back.
He became a sympathetic...
Everybody fell in love with Luka
Right.
after Nico, but
right.
when you watched him in the playoffs cry and moan
Mhm.
and groan and not play defense, it was like, okay, I hate him again.
He
But
is
so who you got as a villain right now? Because I don't see one. So if you have a suggestion, please, I'm all in. We need, because when LeBron's gone, ask boxing. Now that Floyd Mayweather's gone,
Mhm.
no one gives a shit.
All right, give me
You
some...
need that
What are the rules for being a villain? What do you have to be a villain?
winner,
Okay. Winner.
bitching and moaning and groaning.
Bitching and moaning.
I
yeah.
got one.
Okay.
What else?
Think you have to be good?
Yeah,
You
well,
can't be-
yeah, you got to be
shitty.
really
You
good.
gotta
You got to
be
be
really
really
great.
good. You got to be
can't
really
be like
good.
Dylan Brooks.
You have to be a threat.
You've
Yeah.
gotten the benefit of the doubt from the refs on multiple occasions.
Okay. Maybe you bitch at fans.
Fans,
Get into it with other players.
an asshole to the media at times.
Sure. Okay.
All of that.
All right. I have a candidate.
Okay.
I don't know if he fits all these prerequisites, though. But if he don't grow up soon, he's going to wind up being a villain.
Who is this?
Anthony Edwards.
He could be
Who-
a villain.
Who?
He has right now. We like him,
But that's been
but
tested.
but he has potential. He has a lot of potential.
So last week, when you eliminate a shorthanded Lakers team, you get your buddies to roll on TikTok live while you talk shit about the Lakers and your haters. That's another thing that I can't stand about. Villains always have all these haters.
Oh yeah,
Everybody hates me.
Tom acted like everybody hated him. Like,
Kevin
dude, you got
Durant.
6 reasons. Oh God,
Burner Twitter
when Kevin
account.
went to the Warriors, he became the villain.
Yeah,
He became the villain.
right. You're rolling video with your buddies talking shit about the Lakers and lashing out at your haters that you apparently think you have. 1 week later, you're 0 for 8 at the half, and your team's getting run off the floor by the next team, a Denver team that's dysfunctional that fired their fucking coach 3 weeks ago, and you ain't doing shit, and you check out of the game in the second half, and your coach
Oh,
has
the
to
Warriors. You
call
meant the
you
Warriors.
out. Yeah, Warriors. I say
The
Denver.
coach called him out, which
Yeah.
I appreciated.
Coach called his ass.
He's like, it starts
out.
with Ant. He's like, his shot's not falling, but he's just disconnected. Can't have that. And I don't
Right.
need to talk to him. I was like, yes.
Right.
And I want Ant to take that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to be
Right.
mentioning this in the playoffs at this point. So Anthony Edwards is a young man, so there's plenty of room to grow, you know.
Yeah.
And now playing in Minnesota does not help, but he has an opportunity to kind of be the face of the NBA. But he also has an opportunity here to go the other way and turn into James Harden or Kevin Durant.
And when he was asked about that earlier this year, he said,
Yeah.
no, that's Wemby. He said Wemby's the new face of the
Okay,
league. It
fine.
won't be me.
Okay.
But when you're telling, fans and Laker fans,
Mhm.
my situation is bigger than yours, and
Yeah.
grabbing it and getting
Mhm.
fined $50,000.
Yeah.
And then you're just a arrogant, condescending asshole
right.
all the time. There's nobody I look up to. You tell Steve Kerr, I ain't coming off the bench for this team. We don't have a Kobe.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the potential's there, but he's got to win.
Right.
He needs to win.
Yeah. For sure.
Because if he wins, look what he did after the first round. If he wins a final, imagine what the type of shit he's going to talk.
Dude, he will.
Yeah.
And it sucks because here's the thing. Now he gets a layup because Curry's hurt. I don't know that Steph will play another game in this
Yeah,
series.
and you cannot lose this series.
Right. And so when you do beat them inevitably, hell, Minnesota may win the next 4 games.
Right.
I don't want to hear you shit talking about the Warriors.
I hope
That's
he
gonna
wouldn't.
piss
I
me
hope
off.
he's smart enough
That's gonna
not to
piss me
talk
off.
shit.
Yeah, I don't want to root against him because he's so talented and he's so young. But it's teetering right now.
Yeah.
Quit talking shit on TikTok.
I like that. I
Grow
like
up.
that.
Grow up.
I like that nominee.
Grow up.
I'll throw his name in the
Because
hat.
he's so talented.
Super
So good.
talented.
I don't want him to not I don't want robots out there. I want guys that have character. I want guys that have personality. I want guys that mix it up.
We need somebody to hate because again, once LeBron is gone, it's gonna be boring.
Yeah, we need someone polarizing. And here's the thing: the villains also have a lot of people that love them too, where the fans then get into it with each other.
That's what
a
I'm
great
saying.
villain.
That's a villain. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because we're like, Giannis, oh, he's so cute. He's so nice. Joker. Who can get mad at Joker and Giannis?
And
Like,
it's-
those are the
yeah.
guys that, like, they're already won.
Mhm.
They have the potential. Like,
Yeah.
if Luka already had a ring, it'd be hands down, it'd be Luka.
Mhm.
But who hates Joker? Who hates Giannis?
No one.
We love
It's
those
like,
two.
and Giannis,
We love him. Oh, he's so cute. Let me
Giannis
pinch his
goes on.
cheeks.
Giannis has had moments where he kind of goes on rants, but in that Greek accent, it's hard to like take
Like,
him
I don't
serious.
know. Yeah, I don't know. He's a nice guy. We had a nice Tyrese Halliburton. Not good enough.
Yeah, what's the problem? The Bucks, we'd have to win the championship. I don't know how to do a Greek
I don't have
accent.
a Greek accent.
We don't win a championship for 50 years. And okay, we finally win a championship. Do you think championship? So all those 50, all those previous
Did
49
Michael Jordan
years,
win every year?
Did Michael Jordan win every year?
Right.
49 years in a row, the Bucks don't win the championship. And so it's a loser. You're a bunch of losers. So it's not a success. Because he said it wasn't necessarily a bad season when they got beat in the conference finals.
Right.
The year after they'd won the championship.
Right.
Is the season failed? No. Why does it fail? He got pissed. Remember
He was
that?
upset.
He
I
got-
remember
yeah,
that.
and the way
vividly.
he got pissed off. But it's hard to take him serious with that Greek accent.
I can't talk shit to Giannis, even though I should. First round, 3 years in a row.
I know. It's not my fault, Rudy. But does that mean I'm a loser? I won a championship. All of a sudden, I was a winner. Now I'm a loser.
Right.
He's very philosophical.
I have 2 kids, 2 beautiful kids. How am I a loser?
Right. I'm
All
doing
right,
fine.
Whatever.
Listen, yes.
Our Greek accent needs work.
I know. Of course, I live in a shithole city in the middle of fucking nowhere. A place I couldn't even imagine I would live
Right,
here.
right.
growing up
Starting
in-
to become Irish. Yeah.
Oh, get me out of Milwaukee. Send me down to San Antonio.
Now, your Irish is on point. I guarantee you're Irish somewhere down your 23andMe.
Oh, for sure. I've got Irish.
Yeah.
Irish in there for sure. No Greek whatsoever. I do like Greek food, but I don't have any Greek in me. All right.
We don't like Tatum.
Yeah.
Like, as good as
I
Tatum
don't love
is,
Jason Tatum.
we don't love Jason Tatum.
Tatum was my suggestion. He and
We
the
don't like.
Celtics.
I don't know what it is. He's such a nice dude, but we don't like Jason Tatum.
I don't like the Celtics.
Like, I don't stop down for him. He aggravates me.
I don't like the Celtics, and I'm not really sure why.
Like, I like Jaylen Brown. Like, Jaylen Brown has the potential to be a villain because he got a lot of Kyrie in him, and he talks a lot of shit on that end. But for whatever reason, we're like, Jason Tatum, get out of my face. Like, shut up.
What is it about
Like, stop
them?
shooting. It's just like we just feel like he should be better.
You know, I
I don't know. We just don't
Yeah.
like Jason Tatum.
Yeah, here I am
It's
hating on
weird.
the defending champ. 60 fucking 3-point shots in one game.
And then last
That's
night you
what
go
makes me
10.
not-
Yeah, last night
that's
you
what
go
makes me
10 for
hate you.
40.
Yeah, that's what makes me not like you. They've shot over 100 threes in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
You're the reason why ratings went down. No one wants to watch that
And I-
shit. The
and I-
NBA's got to fix that.
And I love my daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike loves his 4 kids. I love
See.
my 3 kids.
Yes.
But Tatum makes you have to like his kid. Like, does he have to be everywhere?
Oh, that's an ass whip when
I mean,
guys
and that's-
raid their
That's
kids.
so messed up.
Bad
right?
take. Deuce
That's-
is awesome.
Not a bad take.
Deuce is cool, but like, dude, it's like,
No.
like, you know,
He's a
sometimes-
great dad.
Sometimes he comes in the locker room. Like, sometimes I want to be vulgar and talk shit and curse and be a dude. And then here comes Deuce.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You
That's
know that?
bullshit.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
Punch me.
There's no room for the sons and daughters in the
No,
podium.
Mike, I'm okay with it sometimes.
I'm not, unless you just won the title. What that does, though, these guys do that on purpose because Tatum does not like to get criticized. He brings his kid out there with him.
You think
as a
so?
yeah, it's a defense mechanism. Y'all fuck with me now with my son sitting here with me.
I just
know who
like,
learned
it's
that
just
the hard
over.
way?
It's just overkill.
You know who learned that the hard way years ago? Steph Curry did.
He used to bring his kids.
You don't see them kids anymore. I haven't seen them kids in years. They're probably teenagers by now.
Yeah, a couple of his daughters are
Yeah,
damn
they're
near
old as
grown.
fuck.
they're
Yeah,
old.
It's
he
crazy.
used to run them babies out there every press conference, and they got
God, I feel
crushed.
so icky saying that. I feel bad.
and it worked. He don't do it anymore. He quit doing it, and it's now he would probably say the part of the reason I quit bringing my kids to the podium is because I don't want my kids to see all the shit y'all talk. But it does, dude. That's not a place for your kids.
And not all the time.
Not all the time. Not
And
every
it's
night.
a lot. Deuce is around a lot. Like
Not every
he
night.
comes on the court, you got to give him the ball real quick while you're warming up. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, Adrian's in here. He's got the opposite problem. My dad was never around.
You know, it's messed up criticizing a good dad. That's messed up, man.
Oh,
Especially
my
a black
God.
one.
All
Yeah,
right,
come
let's
on, Rudy.
discuss.
Single black dad, you're just
Alright.
slandering the man.
You're right. You're right, Jose. And I don't say that a lot.
Let's talk drinking.
What? We
let's talk
drinking?
Drinking. Let's talk drinking. I did a 4 vodka shot salute to Pop the other night.
Did you make it? Yeah,
I posted it.
I know. I saw it. I shared
was,
it.
thank you for
But
sharing.
did you almost throw up like you did with the peanut butters and stuff? No.
It was terrible. But, so I didn't almost throw up, but it didn't. Mixing vodka flavors straight is not recommended.
And you didn't even chill
I
them.
only took a sip.
You didn't chill them either.
Yeah. Fire off a little bit, Jose. I don't want to run the whole thing. It's like 2.5 minutes long. This is an idea. Go ahead, play some. He wished a game had been more chippy, and he got pissed over a question I asked. And so I was talking Pop while taking shots.
This is an ode to Pop.
He answered
You started the
by
segment.
going,
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions that make sense? I'd be
Crank
happy
that
to
up,
answer
O'Shea.
them." He would not answer my question. It's okay. Here's to Pop. It was
I'm
fun.
2 feet to the wind already here.
Not bad. Just straight ass vodka. All right.
That grape vodka was.
Salute number 2 to Pop.
These are
Little
all
White
available.
Claw.
7 Texas cheerleaders.
Yeah, and all these were $2.99 or
You know,
less.
my second all-time favorite.
Did you
player
pull out a
after
White
Manu
Claw
was Dirk
vodka?
Nowitzki.
Yeah, White Claw, baby.
Ironically,
For the
I thought that
ladies.
was
when
the
Dirk
weirdest
retired,
one.
His last game was in San Antonio.
White Claw?
Well, for you
And I'll never
androgynous
forget how classy the
20-year-olds
schools were, how they treated Dirk.
that don't know if you
Enemy
don't know
who
what
was
you are when you
retiring
wake
made
up
this
every
awesome
day. That's for you. White.
Video montage for him, had him in tears, and Pop and
Like
Dirk.
Anyway, that's
slurring.
it. You can
You're
turn it
already
down.
slurring.
Yeah, I'm already slurring.
Pop told
I've
us
been
anything,
I'm
it was-
a little bit emotional, and I've been drinking a lot because I'm sad. I'm
Yeah.
over it now, though. It took me 3-4 days to process Pop making it official.
Yeah.
It took 3-4 days. All those you can go get. They have these big old barrels.
Big barrels.
These big barrels at all 7 of the Texas Cheers, and they're just full to the top of these little minis. I had math teachers.
called shooters.
Math teachers. My math teacher, Mrs. McPherson,
She would drink during class.
7th grade,
Wow.
Stripling Middle School, 1986, Fort Worth, Texas. That woman had she had this big ass giant witch lady purse full of shooters.
She would be so fired today.
Well, looking back, I don't blame her. As shitty as
Middle
7th
school.
grade,
Oh,
middle
God.
school.
That's the
God
worst.
dang.
Middle school kids are the worst.
Yeah, I put a tack in that woman's chair one time.
Yeah, I
She
could-
sat
I
on
could see
it
that.
too.
No
Yeah, I can
wonder
see
she
that.
was drinking.
She had an ass the size of one of those giant jack-o'-lanterns you see, those record-setting jack-o'-lanterns. And I put a tack in that woman's chair one time, and she come in there and she sat down and she goes,
Did she even feel it?
No, that's the sound she made. And then when she realized what had happened, she's like, I just can't believe I have all the things. And she's drunk as fuck.
And see,
I
this
just
is
can't believe
this is why teachers.
you and someone would do this thing.
Yeah, this is why I
I did.
hate middle school kids. Damn.
Everyone's hitting puberty. That's why. It's
Yeah,
fucked.
junior high kids suck.
Yes.
And I was right there with
That's
them.
awful,
Yeah,
Mike.
it was awful. I did do
Punch
that.
you.
I know. Punch me for doing that. All right. What else today? Thank you to Texas Cheddar Liquor. Always mention in the building when you go in there. Make sure you mention us. God dang it.
Renee, can I get some May specials? Can you do your job, Renee?
Whoa. Be careful.
Jesus.
Renee, do your job.
Here we go. All right. All 7 locations
knows
will
I'm
give you a
kidding.
5% discount when you mention in the building. All right. And let's talk US Navy.
What?
I love talking
Of
about.
course.
Never
United
again
States
volunteer
military.
yourself?
Talking
No,
Navy.
not that.
Oh.
Have y'all seen the shit going on
What happened?
with the USS Harry Truman?
You
No.
know, I can confirm I've not kept up on the Navy news, so I'm interested.
All right. Now, this is wild ass shit here. Trump needs to get involved here.
Oh,
Something's
shit.
going on.
Okay.
Last week,
I'm
no,
looking for a picture.
so
Go ahead.
the USS Harry Truman, I think it's in the Persian Gulf.
Okay.
Although we're getting ready to change the name of that too now, apparently to the Arabian Gulf.
Okay.
So they were unloading an F-18, a $70 million
Jet.
a fighting jet. It came undone and it went over the side of the fucking aircraft carrier to the bottom of the ocean.
It
Whoops.
sunk to the bottom.
To the bottom.
Well, obviously, Rudy.
A couple of sailors got hurt trying to stop it. You can't stop that thing. A couple
No.
of them sprained their ankles and
What
shit.
are you gonna do? Well, why would a couple of guys try to stop a F-18? What can they do?
It's $70 million.
Yeah. Well, I know it's $70 million,
They're
but you
trying to
can't
save their
grab
ass.
it. Pause.
It's not their
Okay.
70 million.
Guess what happened 2 days ago
What?
on the same aircraft carrier?
What happened?
They dropped another fucking jet in the ocean.
Whoops.
This is after there's been a series of mishaps with the USS Harry Truman. All right, ABC News. Another Navy fighter jet sank to the bottom of the Red Sea Tuesday, following the second such mishap aboard the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier in just over a week. The FA-18F fighter jet was attempting a nighttime landing onto the deck of the carrier when the crew was unable to stop it in time, and it went off the side. It's landing.
So what we got in the sea now? 140 million?
$140 million worth of U.S. jets at the bottom of the Red fucking Sea. How do you have this happen once? Over the course of the life of an aircraft carrier, which is 40 years,
Mm-hmm.
you normally don't have one jet go off the side. These motherfuckers have had 2 in a week.
Damn.
Both of the pilots were recovered, and early indications are that they suffered minor injuries, although the Navy is not giving any more information on the condition of the pilots that were in the fucking thing and went over the fucking ship. They had to eject and shit. This incident happened at 8:45 p.m. local time in the Red Sea. The incident is the 4th major mishap involving the Truman since it deployed last year. It's only been at sea a
There's
year.
a bunch of Gen Zers on that boat.
That's a shitty crew right
What the
there.
fuck?
Shitty
In
crew.
8 days, they've lost 2 jets. That jet was being towed in the hangar bay, the first one, when the crew lost control of the aircraft, which then tumbled off the side along with the tow truck. The tow truck went over the side, too. An investigation into the first
That tow truck
incident.
too?
Yeah, investigations are underway. In February, the Truman collided with a large merchant vessel.
And you can see each other from miles away, so I'm
It
confused.
collided with a ship.
At what point is this the captain's fault?
At what point
Yeah,
do you
what the
just
fuck?
No, at what point do you just dock that thing? Jose, you get that picture I sent you?
Yes.
Show them that picture.
We
Mike.
need
Look
this
at
guy
that.
on the boat.
Look at Rudy.
Look at that guy.
Look at that.
We need this
look
guy
at
on the
that.
boat.
That guy there only made it a year in the Navy.
Seaman second class Johnson right
only
there.
made it 1 year.
So in 1 year at sea, this fucking thing here, they had an accidental shoot down of another jet last year
What?
by one of their surface
What?
missiles. No bullshit. In 1 year at sea, they shot down an innocent jet on accident. They crashed into a merchant vessel right off the coast of Egypt.
All right.
They dropped a jet into the ocean on accident last week, and then 2 days ago had a fucking jet trying to land and go over the other side.
Now I saw that one.
What in the hell is going on? The USS Harry Truman needs to be brought home and beached, and so we got to figure out what the fuck's going
It's a
on.
beach.
This is human error. I'm not sure if
Now
beached
what
is
if
the
what if
What is
what
going
if,
on?
What if they just couldn't fix that F-18 and they saying they accidentally lost it and they're just like, let's just get rid of this.
Well,
shit.
you're going to accidentally wind up in prison.
Yeah, not only that, there's a lot of parts you can use
God.
regardless. Yeah.
Damn. So punch the crew members.
I guarantee you it's a bunch of Gen Zers on that boat.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Gen Zers on all the boats, though. And then the U.S.
Yeah, they
Navy
ain't all
these
doing
days.
that.
What in the fuck? They must be getting that wacky weed out there in Egypt or in Arabia somewhere.
I want to go to Egypt.
What's going on? Anyway,
Why would
so
you want to
I'm-
go to Egypt, Rudy?
I'm going to end the show today
'Cause
with
I'm black.
a late punch for all of the seamen and all of the people, all the crew
you gotta
aboard
call me.
above the Harry Truman. Let me see Rudy's show Rudy's mugshot again up there. Look at
Mugshot.
that! Look at that young man.
18, fresh out of high school.
Ah, what were you thinking?
I'm gonna tell you what I was
You
thinking.
told me that
son.
y'all don't like to swim.
No, so I'm gonna tell you what happened. I had a full ride to Texas Lutheran College on a soccer scholarship,
Okay.
and
Why didn't you do that?
I was having a baby.
Oh, you'd have been playing soccer,
I was having a baby, so
rolling
I was like,
through
I gotta,
white hose.
I was like, I gotta figure out something else. So I went to the military, like everybody. And in that time in
man.
the military, either you were avoiding jail or you were having a kid. So yeah, but I still only lasted 1 year, and the reason why that I only lasted a year is G14 classified. It's sealed.
You could have,
But I got an entry level separation.
You have classified
I got classified
documentation. You could have been Colin Powell.
Entry level separation.
Oh, Aaron just gave you $5 for your service.
Don't. Hey, let me tell y'all something. On Veterans Day, do not wish me a happy Veterans Day. I am not a veteran. I would never disrespect our veterans like that. I'm not a veteran. I'm not former military. I had a cup of coffee in the Navy. I went to freaking Chicago for boot camp. Well, Great Lakes.
Yeah.
In December. Bro, the first 2 days, Mike, the snow is awesome. When you're in March and it's still snowing, get me out of here, man.
Understood. God.
Yeah, had a cup of coffee. I'm not a veteran, but thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, all service members. But except for these idiots that are aboard the USS Harry Truman, at some point the government needs to call them home. They're out there.
You've done enough, guys.
Mike,
we're
Mike,
good.
you're just like, yo, y'all bring y'all's asses home.
They're out there wilding. Fuck, we do. We dropped 2 jets.
Hey, when you out
shot
there,
one down and ran into a civilian boat. Fuck, we doing? Did it get taken over by Houthis?
yo,
I mean, what the hell?
the jets. Okay, shit happens, but
2 in a
running,
week.
but running into the tanker is where I draw the line.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Right, that's
What
where
are
I
we
draw the
doing?
line.
What are we doing? I mean, it's almost like if you told me that there was sabotage and we had like spies or something aboard that ship, I would believe you at this point. 2 fucking jets in a week, shot another one down, ran into a boat.
Strange.
Y'all are wilding. They got weed on that boat, probably. God damn.
They would perform better with the weed.
Well,
Jose,
there's a limit.
you're a pothead,
There's
sir.
a limit to everything. All right, speaking up, I'll end my portion of the show by saying legalize it in Texas. It's way past time, god dang it. Weed needs to be legalized. All right, what you doing the rest of the day? I think I'm got to find a way to give out these tickets.
Oh, we don't got radio.
We're good. It's your first Thursday off in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well,
I got shit to do.
all right.
I'm gonna go bang the weights.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Yo, that was last night.
Okay. Now bang the weights.
Yeah.
All right. Love you all hard. Thank you to Jose Bouquet. Thank you to the people. Thank you to Erbody. Thank you. F. Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Dallas Stars. Back-to-back hat tricks in the same series. Only 4th time in history. We have all 3 goals in the same epic period. Playoff. Fucking ass. All right,
Shout out to my Stars.
Up y'all hard. Go Stars. Good luck to the Diamondbacks against the Dodgers.